विभीरितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये बुरिदा जनाः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all sins and misdeeds, bringing spiritual welfare to life. Spiritual beauty, prosperity and grace flow through those who listen to your holy message. Truly generous are those who preach and share the nectar of your message with suffering humanity. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and this beautiful boat ride Ramakrishna was enjoying, and that was with whom? With Keshav and all the other Brahmo leaders, Vijay Krishna Goswami also there. And they didn't know each other. You can remove this chair and sit in the corner. Push it. Yeah, that will be okay. And so that boat, the steamer was moving on, and Sri Ramakrishna entered into that scene, and so many devotees were sitting there. Everyone's eyes was transfixed on Sri Ramakrishna, and getting there he was half intoxicated, and then came back to senses, and then started giving this instruction or this singing song, and it is talking sometimes. This is a beautiful presentation. Spiritual life should be made very cheerful and joyful. Sri Ramakrishna knew how to make it cheerful and joyful. I mean, our spiritual life becomes what? After sometimes we meditate, face becomes... What type of meditation you did? If you are given honey in your face will be sweeter, no? If some bitter thing is given to the tongue, your face will be like... So most of the people do meditate and come out, their face will be... But Ramakrishna is something exceptional. He is beaming with joy, and that is becoming such a cheerful experience that is everyone's eyes are transfixed on him. And he is done, now singing, now dancing, and now talking high. So that was the situation. We were on page 137, and the Master and the Keshav. So last time we read, Ramakrishna said, it is as if the Divine Mother said to the human mind in confidence, with a sign for her eye, go and enjoy the world. How can one blame the mind? The question was that our mind is restless, it goes to the objects of the senses, and we get entangled into life of worldliness, no? But Ramakrishna said, what? It is mother's play going on. Mother, winks her eyes, no? Right there. Mother, it is the Divine Mother, said to the human mind, this individual mind, in confidence, whispering. What he said? She said, with a sign from her eye, blinking like that, hey, do that, like that. What she said? Go and enjoy the world. Now, she is inspiring, creating the whole universe. Unless anyone enjoys that, what is the use of creation? No? You create a product, you make a product, and product will be liked by other people, no? When it is liked by other people, then you get joy, no? But Mother creating this whole universe, at the same time when she is thinking that what to do with it. So they created the individual soul and the sense objects, both created by him. And he, Divine Mother, she actually is trying to give inspiration to go and see, enjoy. And now we ordinary mind gets stuck into it. What can we do? A baby to distract the mind of the baby, the mother gives some toys. Go, enjoy the toys. And baby is a simple child, what she will do? Baby gets engrossed into the toy and play. You cannot blame the baby, because it is your mother supplied that. Why mother supplied that? So this is the, Ramakrishna is very sympathetic to all of us. Put blame to mother. It is you have created this trouble for us. You take care of it. So he says that she, with a sign in her eyes, say, go and enjoy the world. How can one blame the mind then? The mind can disentangle itself from worldliness if through her grace she makes it turn towards herself. So to cry, Ma, please don't play with me. You have played enough and kept me engaged in the world and worldliness. Please do be gracious to me. Just open the door for me, no? Swami Vivekananda has a very appealing words in his composition of the own poem, no? Oh mother, I am waiting for your door to open. Alas, my eyes have become dim. That means childhood onwards I am searching and praying, oh Ma, please open thy door, thy child. A very appealing tone. So spiritual life is very important here. Pray to Mother. She holds the key. She has created this universe, and she is withdrawing, taking us through different experiences, not with anger or frustration. That's why in Prakriti, in the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, you will find the last verse of the Raja Yoga. Swami Vivekananda's beautiful expression is there, that Prakriti is our mother. She has put it as mother. Our dear mother has holding our hand and taking through this journey of life to the dreary desert sometimes, very scorching desert, all the suffering and all also pleasure and pain, and giving all the experiences brings back the child to her own abode. So it is for that purpose the whole creation. Mother creates and wants to make us experience this world and then go back home. So this is the purpose, and unless she is kind enough and helps us, or her grace falls on our mind and ourselves, then the turning the eyes from outside to inside, she can also do that. So the mind cannot disentangle itself. Mind has no power. People are saying that I am doing yoga practice and this and that. How many yogis practice and how many times they fail? So it is the grace of Divine Mother. So Sri Ramakrishna is emphatically saying, pray to Mother. Only then does it become devoted to the lotus feet of the Divine Mother. So mind cannot come. So try your best and pray to Mother, Ma, please help me. That part, so what we read last time, now we are reading today. Whereupon Sri Rama, taking upon himself, as it were, the agonies of all householders, and sang a song complaining to the Divine Mother. Ami ei khede kori, Brahmamoyi, Ami ei khede kori. Tumi mata thakte amar jaga ghore churi. It's a beautiful song. Said, oh Ma, Mother, this is the grief that sorely grieves my heart. That even with thee for my mother, Tumi Mata, you are the Divine Mother. You created the whole universe, and you are my own mother. And you being my mother, and though I am wide awake, but my everything is, there should be a robbery in my house. My treasure is gone, and I am become a beggar in the world, and begging for little joy, little peace, little happiness and all these things. What is this going on, mother? You are the mother of the universe. And why it is happening to me? Thakur, that's why this Master Masai gave a bit beautiful comment, taking the grief and suffering of all of us as if Sri Ramakrishna embodied himself, and he started singing with very earnest tone. Oh mother, this is the grief that sorely grieves my heart, that even with thee for mother, and though I am wide awake, there should be robbery in my house. Many and many times I vow to call upon thee, yet when the time for prayer comes round, I have forgotten. Now I see it is thy trick. Hare, you will see that in life. You plan to sit for meditation. I plan that I will do everything, finish and do it. And that time just one phone call comes. Or some emergency, something comes. Bas, you are gone. So mother is playing the trick. She is giving in our heart that please help me and I want to be with you and I am going to sit. My everyday account is like that. So when I thought that I will go to that shrine little early, and that day one phone call came, and that day one workup came suddenly, and I got engrossed into something. And the main thing is that I lose my all. So whom to blame? Ramakrishna said, it is your problem. Mother, you are playing the trick. Therefore, I am in this trouble. So you will have to take care of it. Nah? That's why I say, now I see it is all your trick, thy trick. As though has never given, so you receive not. Am I to blame for this, O mother? Hadst thou but given, surely then thou hadst received. Out of thine own gifts I should have given to thee. Glory and shame, bitter and sweet are your alone. This world is nothing but your play. Then why, O blissful mother, do thou cause rift in it? Says Ram Prasad. Thou hast bestowed on me this mind, and with a knowing wink of your eyes, bidden it at the same time to go and enjoy the world. You created, and as big officers do like that, they give some not in written order, but verbal order. Hey, go, do this. The subordinate person in the police department where there is very much strong discipline, you need not have to always give a written order. Go and do that. Bas. Who have ordered, no one knows. They will blame the person who is taking action. So our mind is running into the sense objects. You will blame my mind is bad. But my mind, what will do? The mother creating the mind and said, go. So we are caught into the trap, no? Therefore, and with a knowing wink of thine eye, bidden it at the same time to go and enjoy the world. And so I wander here forlorn through thy creation, blasted as it were by someone's evil glance, taking the bitter for the sweet, taking the unreal for the real. So I am now puzzled and I am moving, taking what is unreal, my mind is holding on to that, and that which is real I am unable to catch. So it is either your mother, your play. These songs are so composed that each individual can just apply in their own mind and just sing this song with the same fervor, believing it is, oh mother, it is your play. What can I do? I am a child. Please help me. And I cannot blame my mind because it is behind their mind's outgoing tendency. It is you. When you be gracious, so it will turn back. So this is the prayer. Then the song is ended here. The master continued. Men are deluded through her Maya, her capital, mother, and have become attached to the world. It is she, it is her play. That's why it is called her play. The world is a play of the divine. You cannot say question, or you cannot say right or wrong. It is our calculation. But the real matter of the fact is this, it is God's will. And that's why to pray. Here is the very important sadhana we are getting into it, that you are helpless. Feel helplessness before the Almighty Divine Mother. And then cry and weep, and that is the easy way. Ramakrishna, he showed the very entire spiritual life. If we analyze, it is Sri Ramakrishna only cry and weep, no? That's why this intense devotion, intense love, the intense pain of agony, that should be the point, and then Mother's grace comes. And that's why we find that Mother is opening, what is that? Untying the knot in Benares, that story. The Jiva, Manikarnika Ghat, when the cremation is going on, Ramakrishna had a vision. What he saw? Ramakrishna saw on the boat that Mother Divine, Shiva is coming, giving the mantra. And then Mother Divine is coming, untying the knots. And the soul is getting totally free from all bondage and becoming freed from all bondage. So here, that's why main arts, Ramakrishna said, we are all deluded through her Maya and have become attached to the world. No? Says Ramprasad, thou hast bestowed on me this mind, and with a knowing wink of thy eye, bidden it at the same time to go and enjoy the world. The Brahma devotees then put the question, Sir, can't we realize God without complete renunciation? Now is the question. Complete renunciation is a word. True. Without complete renunciation, God realization will not be possible. But God realization has a different level of understanding. The Holy Mother said, even there is a fiber in the thread. It will not pass to the needle, eye of the needle. No? So, yes, perfect. One should be very perfect, pure. Sane person mind should go for God and God. So, what will happen to us? That is the question of one of the devotee, Brahma devotee. Master, with a laugh, of course you can. Why should you renounce everything? You are all right as you are, following the middle path, like molasses, partly solid and partly liquid. Do you know the game of Nax? What is Nax? In Indian card game, Nax is the object is to stay in the game by scoring under 17 points. Anyone scoring 17 points or more has to retire. Anyhow, so he says, do you know the game of Nax, permanent retirement? Having scored the maximum number of points, I am out of the game. He's talking about, you look at me, I cannot touch coin, I cannot think of anything other than Mother. Perfect renunciation. Do you think it is for all of us? He is compassionate. Ramakrishna is becoming compassionate for us. Saying, no, it is not. I cannot enjoy it because my mind is so high. Ramakrishna is so purified and purest of the pure. Pavitrata, the purity. No? Concept of purity has expressed in Ramakrishna in the highest degree. World has never seen Ramakrishna, renunciation of Ramakrishna. Holy Mother said, no? What is the speciality of Sri Ramakrishna? Many people say Ramakrishna is a harmonizer of all religion, no? That's the popular scholarly talk. But Holy Mother said, no. Ramakrishna is the embodiment of renunciation. The world has never seen such renunciation. No? as some scorpion bites, we get shrunk. I see some snake, I jump out. Ramakrishna would feel like that with any sensory alluring object. He will shrink from that. Gita says, kurma angani like a tortoise. Tortoise, you have seen the tortoise? Tortoise moves like that. And if something comes in front of it and stops, it withdraws the mouth. And it withdraws in such a way, you cannot pull out the mouth anymore, even if you cut to pieces. That means sense organs which for us goes outside to enjoy, for Sri Ramakrishna, because it is too petty, too little, it withdraws. Coin makes us happy. If somebody gives me some coin, I'll be happy. But for Ramakrishna, he's shrinking and he jumps out of it, as if some scorpion has bitten him. We cannot understand. The renunciation can go to that part. He does not, no question of enjoying. See the Marwari, the Lakshmi. His name was Lakshmi Marwari, a businessman. So he was very devoted to Ramakrishna. He used to go to Ramakrishna's room to offer his salutation. And what happened after Mathur Babu passed away, there is nobody to take care of Sri Ramakrishna. Hridayaram was not there that much. And also, he left probably. He left by that time. So, there is Ramakrishna's room. The cloth, the bed sheet is dirty and torn. And so situation is that he cannot take care of himself, no? So such situation. So Lakshmi Marwari, he came one day with a great joy and offered that Sri Ramakrishna, that I am giving this 10,000 rupees. In those days, 10,000 rupees will be how much, I do not know. Maybe 1 million or 10,000. 1,000 will be at least, I do not know, 30,000, 40,000 rupees of that modern time. So, and as soon as Sri Ramakrishna said, and Ramakrishna got angry, get out, never talk like that. And as soon as he said, I am bringing this because it will go for your service or for the devotees who come, for them, you can utilize that as much as you want, freely. And then he said, when I heard that word, as if someone is with a saw machine was working on my head, cutting pieces. The pain of that type of... So could you imagine what type of renunciation? That's why Ramakrishna said, I have done enough. You need not have to do that much. That is the point. Do you know the game of next? So I have finished, scored the highest number because I am unfit to the world, because I cannot enjoy anything worldly. Even looking at Swami Vivekananda, when Naren complained, you are getting attached to me. Then Ramakrishna said, what? The day I don't see Narayana in you, I will not be able to look at your face. He sees God, Lord Narayana is present. Otherwise, anything worldly is impossible. That's the renunciation. Renunciation can go to such an extent that it will have physical reaction. We have physical reaction, we call allergy. When the pollens start, our eyes started rolling, we cry and tears. But that is one thing. He is allergic also to the worldliness. That's why he used to cry in the roof of the Dakshineshwar and said, come, come, oh ye pure boys who are there. I am tired, I am getting burned listening to the mundane talks of the worldly people day and night. See? How we relish when the stock market and what Trump and all these issues come in our life. It takes our whole energy and we get excited. Ramakrishna could not touch the newspaper. During his time, newspaper standard was much greater, more valuable, truthful, honest. Ramakrishna used to say, take out the newspaper here and sprinkle Ganga water. He will not touch it. If he touches, his hand will bend. So this is the extreme state of renunciation. Actually, the world never have seen such renunciation. In all the incarnations you go through, Rama, Krishna, Buddha, they are all God himself, incarnated Christ, etc. But never ever this type of tremendous expression of renunciation were ever seen in before. So he said, I have burned myself by this process of getting to the extreme. But I cannot be a worldly person. A world will fail to accept me anymore. But having scored the maximum number of points, I am out of game. But so I am not in the play of the world anymore. I cannot enjoy it. But you are very clever. Some of you have scored 10 points, some have scored 6 points, some have 5. So you have scored just the right number, so you are not out of the game, like me. The game can go on. Why? That's fine. I tell you the truth. There is nothing wrong in you being in the world. But you must direct your mind towards God. Otherwise, you will not succeed. So he's not saying that you have to at once to give up everything, but you do your sadhana. You may not score the highest number, but it's good. Whatever you score, and move on. And in time it will happen. So this is a great assurance. Do your duty with one hand, and with other hand, hold to God. After that duty is over, you will hold to God with both hands. So this is a good suggestion. We remaining in the household, in the worldly life, we'll have to live in the world, no? But it does not mean that we should be worldly. We should live in the world, but we need not be worldly. We should earn money, we should have home, we should have car, we should have our minimum things satisfied. But that does not mean we should be attached to the world. Here is the key point. To be attached to the world is the point, not the objects are problematic. Problem is the attachment of the mind. Me and mine is the cause of all troubles in life. Ahamidam mamaidam iti naishargiko vayang loko vyavahara. Shankaracharya says, this loko vyavahara, human behavior pattern, phenomenal world, in the phenomenal world, is continuing. Ahamidam, first point I, and mamaidam, it's mine. These are the two key points of which is worldliness. That is to be removed. Nothing belongs to me, O Lord, everything is yours. Thee and thine. It is you and your world. I am only your servant. I am only your instruction to obey your instruction. So I am a caretaker. You are the boss. So same thing is when I say mine, I become attached to it. Its action and reaction comes. And when I say this is yours, I become free from all burden. I do my duty, hands up. I have no responsibility. Caretaker has what responsibility? Suppose, many big rich people have big houses here and there. The caretaker takes care of that, no? If any big pipeline breakage, what is that to caretaker? Caretaker reports, sir, it has happened, phone call. And it's a phone call, he'll say, hey, we try to find one contractor, and okay, and I apply this, sir, this much is $20,000. Okay, sanction, go. So caretaker has no responsibility. Water flowing. Water stopped. So only he is, we also live in our home. But my house, leak, I repair 20,000, everything is done the same way. only my house, I did it, it is a God's house, the Babu's house. Huh? And I only a caretaker, so I have taken care as much as I can. So this is the only single twist into it. Me to thee, I to thou. That is the only way, worldliness and spirituality. What a difference. We talk about this every time, but to practice. And that will give us freedom. As I said, suppose you purchase a car, Tesla, one idea. You purchase, before purchase, you have paid the money, the Tesla you have not taken, the handover is not done. And by that time, something, it scratches. While bringing, some other driver was bringing to you to deliver, and a big scratch. Then what you say? So you repair this, it is your expense, not mine. But now, you took it out and you scratched it. And then what will happen? It is me, it is thou. So long it is not me, I am happy. Good, bad, I am not affected by it. But when it becomes me, then anything happens, I am affected with it. And my suffering, my displeasure, my anxieties, my worries, everything start doing like that. So how we can make this little twist, that's called the renunciation. And Ramakrishna said that, don't look at me, I am renunciation, I try to practice. I have attained a score which is called 17, no? What he said? 17. 17 point is the highest point. Some, Ramakrishna said, some of you may be 5 point, gained in 5 point, 10 point, 7 point, 8 point, but I am 17, so I am out. So you are caught into the trap. But even 5, 7 is good. Only the thought is that do your duty, that's the point. Caretaker, do your duty. Take care, caretaking. Do your duty with one hand and think that you are doing for your boss, God, Lord, and when that work is done, hold on to God so that you become free from all entanglements. So this is a great spiritual instruction Sri Ramakrishna gave. This is on page 138. It is all a question of the mind. See? Really, the whole spiritual life is mind. How you look at that. How is your way of approach is that. You see what you see, you see. That's why don't put your mind into some negative thoughts. It is a dangerous thing because it creates negativity in us. Charged with positivity, charged with God concept, a servant idea, or whatever the 5 moods are there, any idea with God, and then you be just a servant of God, or you are not the boss. So it is all the question of the mind. Bondage and liberation are of the mind alone. The mind will take the color you dye it with. It is like a white clothes just returned from the laundry. If you dip them in the red dye, they will be red. If you dip them in the blue or green, they will be blue or green. They will take only the color you dip them in, whatever it may be. Have not you noticed that? If you read a little English, you at once begin to utter English words. Put, pat, it, met. Ramakrishna didn't know any English, but that was the British rule. So school boys who go to English medium school or go and learn a little bit, they come back and home, they say, eat, meat, put. Saying some vocabulary of English language. That means because you have studied English, so it is coming out that. Not in a genuine way, it may be also in a diverted way. No? So he is saying that whatever you give, very important point, what food you give to your mind, you remember, it is you are creating your future. You create what type of food you are giving, mind will absorb that. Don't blame the mind. You keep the mind soaked in holy thought, say, read, sing, do whatever, and keep it in a pure level of thought, mind will be pure, transparent, understanding. You keep with the rajas quality, it will be rajasic, and it will be tamasic. Don't blame the mind. As the mind, you put in a cup, mind is like a water, it will take the shape of the cup. You put in a bowl, it will be of the bowl form. It will be saved in a glass form. So, and in which type of glass? Red glass, it will appear red. Yellow, it will appear yellow. So the question is that, how to dye the mind? So that is very spiritual life is dying. Every day, not dying means death. Dying, die. How to die? We try every day. Think of Ramakrishna, think of your Ishta Devata. Mind is cast in the, in the mold of Ramakrishna. There the artist is sitting there. Mold of Makali. You see, you make a clay, soft clay, and put in a mold. You can put in a mold of a devil, a brute, a Ramakrishna, a Makali, a Ma Durga. Clay is the same. It's a dye you are putting and pressing. In our mind, what we are putting. Ramakrishna mold, put the water, it will take the Ramakrishna shape. You keep all the brutal thoughts, in brutal form, it will come out. And as the mind will be brutal, action will be brutal. Mind indicates, forces the senses and the 5 organs of action and perception. All will be polluted like that, or all will be purified like that. So this is the point. Be careful what you do with your mind. And only blaming the mind does not cooperate, is not the point. What you are consciously feeding the mind. We don't really understand that. We think so foolishly that I am doing justice by criticizing, the world will be like that. Not that I am saying world is all pure. That's not the point. But what is my duty there? What am I to do there? Is it not more urgent to become a spiritual personality yourself? And that can help the world much more than 100 of talks and lectures and becoming full of pride and arrogance, no? I am somebody, I can give good talks, I understand it this way. This ego will subtly come up. But it is not wrong if it is taken in a proper way of, it is just for my spiritual growth. So same thing you can take in so many ways. It can be taken as a show of your scholarship and your great understanding about the thing and winning the mind of others. Or it can be a humble offering to God and thinking that I am blessed that I could keep my mind in thinking this holy thought for some certain period. So it is the attitude. So it is the question of the how spirituality is not in the na hai mai, mandir masjid mein. There is a Covid song. Mai ko kaha budhuro bando, mai to tera paas mo. Oh, why are you searching for me? I am in your core of your heart, in the very throbbing of your heart. I am there sitting. Na hai mai mandir masjid mein. I am neither in the mosque, mandir or temple or mosque. Kaaba, I am not in the Kaaba, I am not in anywhere, but I am there where my devotee loves me. So to create a mind which is been given to take different other modules or molds, to make it one mold, Ramakrishna mold. one mold every day. One Ramakrishna mold, another Ramakrishna mold, another Ramakrishna. How? To begin and end with all our thoughts, with one spiritual thought. It may be whatever is your spiritual goal, you can take that ideal, but that should be, otherwise life is wasted. This golden opportunity is lost unnecessarily into the vague expression of worldliness. If you dip them in red dye, so they will be red. If you dip them in blue or green, they will be blue or green. They will take only the color you dip them, whatever it may be. Have not you noticed that if you then you put on boots and whistle a tune, you don't understand what Ramakrishna is saying. When Ramakrishna's period in Calcutta, whole of Calcutta, young boys, highly educated boys becoming in Western education, means this education as is given by the Britishers, they try to hate the all Indian spiritual traditions. They are denying the worship of the gods and goddesses, wearing suit boot like the Western as we wear here, and going for drinking and drug, which was never the style of India. As you go in a club, the Calcutta boys, Calcutta is the capital of India at that time. So Ramakrishna lived in Calcutta. He observed the condition, what has changed into them. But if you read little English, those expressions are coming in your personality. So what you read, what you study, what you observe, that should be very careful to build up your spiritual life. If a scholar studies Sanskrit, what will happen? He will at once rattle the Sanskrit verses. Rattling, quoting from Upanishad, and this, Bhagvaikuri, Shabdajari, Shabdo, Vyakhanu Kausalam. I can say that, no, this is from Upanishad, this is from Brahma Sutra, this is from this, and quoting this verse, that verse in Sanskrit, rattling Sanskrit. So you fill your mind with whatever, and if you fill your mind with God, Lord, the pure Ramakrishna, the embodiment of all purity, what will happen? Your mind will be like that, calm, serene, peaceful, joyful, attending the nature of that nature you are meditating upon, you get that nature. So that is the beauty of meditation, or our molding our mind in the caste of Ramakrishna. That is the simple word. If a scholar, as he said, or if a scholar studies, he's talked about criticizing the little English, he's not talking the real English knowing people. Little English, we knew. When I was an intermediate student, I remember, where some friends were there together, and I am talking about which year now, 70 years ago, no? The old, not 70, 60, 65 years past. And we are going to school and we are talking with our friends, all this chemistry, talking big, this composition of this and that, and the whole people who are going in the bus, they are not highly educated people. They say, oh my God, they are, what type of great students they are? We do not know anything. we are making a big sound to show I am somebody. So with this little Sanskrit, they are all quoting the verses and showing their scholarship. Or if a Sanskrit, he will at once rattle of Sanskrit verses. If you are in bad company, then will talk and think like your companions. On the other hand, when you are in the company of the devotee, will think and talk only of God. So he gave the example how the society is run and how everyone's mind can be transformed by the association. That's why it is called in English proverb, a person is known by the association he makes. No? By knowing his friends, you can know the nature of the boy. In our early days, that was a very common remark I used to get. Hey, who is our friend? This boy, who are the friends? If his friends are good, then he is good.
What about Swamiji? He always brought all the crooks in. Like Hazra was his friend, and Swamiji liked a lot of them.
Swami, that's what's compassion side. That's a different.
Shiva has ganas.
And Shiva nature is something different. But he's talking about the masses, like us. So it is showing a responsibility. Think, be careful what you think. Your thought is making your character. It's changing you. You think of holiness, holy you will be. You think of unholiness, you will be unholy. You think of sin, Swami Vivekananda said, if you say, I am a sinner, sinner you will be. If you say, I am divine, divine you will be. Say, I am divine, I am pure, you are pure, you are divine. So what you say, what you think, say means what you say is an expression of the mind. So what you think, that you become. So very important point. We can be in the world. It is in response to the question of the devotee, how to live in the world, what will happen to us. We have no renunciation. Am I to renounce everything? No, not to renounce anything. Only keep your mind in God consciousness. Everything will follow automatically. If you change your mind, your action will be changed. Your performance will be different. The words will come out different. So as one, someone is talking about modern science or say history, day and night thinking of history, they become, their mind is saturated with thought of the history, and that becomes so spontaneous, and they live in that atmosphere of that historic atmosphere of the world. No? So we live where we are, our mind we engage. So to be very, keeping our mind on the other hand, you are in the company of the devotees, you will think of and talk of God only. The mind is everything. A man has his wife on one side and his daughter on the other. He shows his affection to them in different ways, but his mind is one and the same. Bondage is of the mind, and freedom is also of the mind. A man is free if he constantly thinks, I am free soul. How can I be bound, whether I live in the world or in the forest? I am a child of God, the King of kings. Who can bind me? So this is the point. Again and again emphasizing, mind is everything. In spiritual life, it's mind. The worldly life, mind. You see, two brothers, they live together and they're very born in the same atmosphere. No? Like, what is Arjuna and Duryodhana? The cousin brothers, they used to play together. Problem started at that point. Duryodhana's mind and Arjuna's mind. Duryodhana become very jealous for everything. Arjuna is excelling everything and he is getting defeated everywhere. So his anger came, frustration came, jealousy came, and that there started the point. And the whole India went into war, divided into two groups. So the mind is everything. And given the example, the object remaining the same. According to the condition of the mind, we act and react. He's talking about a person has a wife on one side and a daughter on the other side, and the two affections are too different. The mind is creating that difference. But bodily two are women body. That is the point. So in this world, whatever the example is given, old examples are given. In darkness you are going alone and you see a stump, actually tree stump there. From a distance you have some fear and you see that, oh, there is some ghost. You run away another way. Another person was probably is a bad guy, stole something and he was going, he said, oh, maybe there is a police. He ran away. Huh? Another person said, oh, my beloved guard is waiting there, or boy is waiting for me. So the object remaining the stump unchanged, attitude are all different according to the mental condition. These are the old examples. Modern examples can be given there. We see the same object, but we react so differently. Therefore, a man, bondage is of the mind and freedom is also of the mind. Mana eva manushyanam, Yoga Vasishta says, Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. Mind is the only cause of your freedom, and mind is the only cause of your bondage. This mind is Vishaya Shaktam, that Yoga Vasishta says, that mind which is attached to the world and worldliness, that creates bondage, and that which loves God, that makes freedom. So mind remaining the same, only where it attaches and how it reacts. So a man is free if he is constant. Tell him, what is the way? That is the way. You are a Vedanta student, you say, I am Atman, I am pure, I am stainless. The body, I am not the body. Even if anything has happened in the body, but that body did, I am separate from that. It should be sincere understanding in the mind and hammer on that point. I am that pure, I am that stainless. And the body, yes, body is not me. My shirt is dirty. Okay, shirt is dirty, and I am not dirty. This idea, same way, sincere practice. And then, that's why in one way, I am a free soul. How can I be bound? I am eternally free. I cannot be bound by this limited body. That's a Vedantic way of thinking. And you can think that whether I live in the world or in the forest, but I cannot be bound because I am ever free soul, birthless, deathless, eternal. And another way, I am child of God. So if I am a child of God, the King of Kings, Lord of the world is my Father, then who can bind me? If you are a prince, who is there to bind you, take you to jail? If your father is the emperor of the... So if God is our father, God is our mother, everything, then who can bind me? If bitten by a snake, a man may go get rid of it, venom, by saying emphatically, there is no poison in me. In the same way, by repeating the grit of discrimination, I am not bound, I am free, one really becomes so, only really becomes free. So, this is the point. So, say that you are free, free you become. Say you are bound, bound you become. So, emphatically apply that principle in life and say, I am pure, I am the child of God. So, I am beyond bondage, beyond suffering. Body may suffer. The question again and again. Yes, suffering is there. Ask, where is the suffering? Your headache. Headache is in the body. If your chest pain is in the body. Your kidney failure, the kidney is the body. You say, I am depressed. Depression is in your mind. You are excited. Excitement is in your mind. So, this is body, this is mind. I understand. My understanding is totally destroyed. That is also in your intellect. I feel so hard. Ego, your pride has been hit, not me. So, everywhere we can analyze every day, yes, remaining our I consciousness as separate from the body-mind, that can reduce this feeling of contact. And the mind is to be made, train everything, every day to think this way. I am pure. Why I am pure? Being in the trouble, but it is because of my association, attachment to the body, mind, etc. And those who live like Ramana Maharshi, like so many saints of India and Western spiritual traditions, those who live in that consciousness, their physical pain is no pain. Even the poet Rajanikanto sang, ওই যে আমায় সকল রকমে কাঙাল করেছ, গর্ব করিতেছ. Oh Lord, you have made me most in a ordinary person by to destroy my ego. I was a great poet and people used to love me and I thought that I am somebody. That's why you have taken away all my pride and gave me this incurable disease which is haunting my life to my every moment to go away. No? So, therefore, it is your grace that through this suffering, I understand I am not the body. So, body is suffering, mind is suffering. My misunderstanding was that I am somebody. I was somebody. It is not I, it is thou. So, this transformation comes. Okay? What? Somebody asked some question. Okay. Would anyone be interested in Christian denomination that allows people to believe in reincarnation? I wish there was a Christian church that had a Hindu element to it. If interested, let me know. Would anyone be interested in a Christian denomination that allows people to believe in reincarnation? I wish there was a Christian church that had a Hindu element to it. If interested, let me know. So, this is the question.
I think he started one.
Huh?
I think he's asking for.
Unity Church, Universalist Unitarian Church, Universal, and Quaker, the modern Quaker, they all accept.
So, now you see, then Unity Church, you can contact the Unity Church, Universal Church.
Unitarian.
Universal. They are from the very beginning little liberal.
Swamiji used to go to
Swami Vivekananda, yeah.
Unitarian Church, he gave lectures and all.
Right. Swami Vivekananda, when he came, this Unitarian church in Berkeley, there he gave so many speeches, and even they are so respectful that kept Swamiji's podium, Swamiji's chair on which he sat with great honor. And there is a big picture of Vivekananda at the point when you enter into the church.
And also in Chicago, Hinsdale, Unitarian Church, they still keep in touch with Vedanta Society. They go to program, Christmas singing and all these things. Swamiji gave lecture there. So they can keep in touch.
Okay? So you can write me. If you have any further question, then I can at least give some address. Thank you all. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So tomorrow is Thursday. Bas, tomorrow is Swami Medhananda, Patanjali Yoga. So please come. Okay, and
So Maharaj, I just wanted to thank you very much for taking us on this boat ride with Thakur Ramakrishna. And beautifully you read all about, first that we are just a child, this is Ma, this is your Leela. So my mind started saying, yeah, whatever is happening is Ma's Leela, that's fine. So I don't have to do anything. But then soon you turned the boat and said, no, it's your duty, you have to hold it and do it, and with both hands hold on to Thakur. And then further you moved on to say, put it all in Thakur's mold. And do it that way. And then you said, practice, practice, practice.
yeah.
We can't just say it's Ma's Leela and just, then it becomes tamasic.
Yeah, we cannot be escapist.
Yes.
We should be Gita's ideal. We should have to fight. Ma Manushmara.
Abhyasa.
Gita's word is very important. Ma Manushmara Juddha Cha. You think of me, and fight. Fight means in the life you will have to work. So do your duties, whatever appears, and like a detached person, I did my duty, oh Lord, for you only, my hands are off. Due and off. But we do when we do, I did it. So we say, I may say Ramakrishna Arpanamastu now. But if you say, Swami, it was very good, I say, oh my God, I am very good. So be that type of mind plays trick. So you'll have to be careful. Yes, that is the point, but we'll have to be careful. Mind plays trick with that. So we have to say, this mind, no, you have given to Ramakrishna Arpanamastu, you cannot take back. Like that. To catch the mind and direct the mind in proper way all the time. The whole Gita says, no one can leave a moment without doing any work. You do good work, otherwise you will do bad work. Arjuna said that if I am saying you do this work, which is righteous, which is beneficial for you, if you don't do that, then you will ruin. Your svabhava, your nature will make you do something wrong. I am saying do it good, but if you don't do it, you will follow your own nature, and your nature will take you to some place which will be a cause of suffering for you. So this is the point, that Gita and Ramakrishna mission, Ramakrishna's coming, it is same ideal that this world is for your service. Serve, 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 serve. All the time, whatever you can do, and at the same time offer it to God and say, I am a caretaker. Take the position of a caretaker in life. That is the idea, no? Do everything, but think, I am not the boss.
As Swami Vivekananda says, we have to control the monkey mind.
Yeah, monkey mind. How to do with the positive thinking.